Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's great to be a part of this committee. And Dr. Cohen, thank you for being here to testify today. Dr. Cohen, my friends on the other side of the aisle would suggest that Congress is at fault for this failure. We've heard it several times. And because we stopped good taxpayer money going, following after bad. And I suspect that we could have pumped billions of dollars more into this program and still not overcome what I think are the fundamental problems of this program. So let's talk about the program that the Democrats actually designed. This is not a Republican design. Let's talk about that. Let me ask you a couple of questions. In this program, could a health insurer applying for a loan under the co-op program be a for-profit entity?
So there are restrictions in terms of the types of dollars that the co-ops could get. They could get a bank loan, and we have and other types of outside loans. There are restrictions about whether or not that outside capital would influence the governance structure, which is pretty prescriptive in statute. And again, I think as you've heard, that governance structure is really consumer driven, and that was why the nature of the program was put in there. So it does limit their options. It also prohibits them from merging or getting dollars from another for-profit insurer.
So the answer really is no on that. So let me ask you this. Could a health insurer applying for a loan under the co-op program use the funding for marketing?
So they are not allowed to use their dollars for marketing. What I would say is that one of the things really the Affordable Care Act does, and healthcare.gov in particular, it allows for co-ops to be listed side by side of some of the very much more established plans, and so they can compete on price and benefits, which is what the co-ops are.
In fact, what happened in the state of Tennessee is we had our co-op could not market, so what they were doing is giving free cell phones, and they were stopped by our commissioner as a result of that. Could a health insurer applying for the loan under the co-op program be one that actually operated as a health insurer prior to the law's passage?
There are some restrictions about getting funding from current insurers. I would have to look back if there is a statute of limitation as to how long ago they were an insurer, et cetera, about getting the funding.
Essentially, the answer is no. So here is the situation. The American taxpayer has invested $2.4 billion, and this is taxpayer money, into a group of folks who never operated an insurance company before, never made any money at it, and in your testimony, you also answered a question to say they had no previous claims experience, which was a problem, and they couldn't advertise their product to potential customers. It seems like it's awfully difficult, given those circumstances, that there are some really fundamental problems with the program to begin with. You're an internist, is that correct?
That's right, ma'am.
Have you practiced in private practice?
I have not practiced in private practice.
Oh, you have not. Okay, well, I would just set forward this scenario in real life because I have worked with physicians who have practiced in private practice, and I know how important it is to have a business manager operating their particular office. So let's just say they hired someone that said, oh, by the way, I've never operated a physician's office, and I've never made any money at it. I had no experience in previous claims, and I'm not going to advertise. Do you think that office could be successful with that business manager being in charge?
What I think is important to step back and recognize about the co-op program is that they were designed specifically to have a governance board that was consumer driven. I think that was the heart of it. I think you had some of the other colleagues mention that this is not unique to the healthcare space.
Okay, just real quickly, because I'm going to run out of time here, I do want to ask a question about what you expect to recover. Do you all have a number that you expect to recover?
So it's, we're doing the work right now with the co-ops. As you know, the recent announcements, they're still winding down over the course of this year. As I mentioned, we take taxpayer dollar stewardship very seriously.
But you don't have a number that you anticipate at this
not right
point in
now.
time. And I just may close by saying the reason why co-ops work in other situations, and I like them, we have farmers co-ops, we've got electric co-ops, we have other utility co-ops, and the reason why they work is because everybody in it has skin in the game. It's not taxpayer dollars. It doesn't come from some dropping of dollars out of the sky. It works because everybody that's in it has something in the skin of the game. Here we have taxpayer dollars to the point of $2.4 billion, and that's a real concern. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now you'll back balance of my time.